Hello, I'm Philip Burton of SQLintro.com. So let's have a look at today's question. And today's question comes from Udemy. How can I create a query that displays maximum value in one column and the date corresponding to the maximum value in the adjacent column? Well, that's a good question. Now, there are several ways of doing that, but in this video, I'm going to have a look at three functions: max, match, and index. And here you can see them translated into 15 different languages. So what we have here are some fruits. So apples, bananas, and grapes. We have a date here, and we have the number here. So the first question is, what's the maximum number? Well, that's using the max formula. So I'm taking the max of C2 to C4. And the answer is 28. It's the bananas. So how do we get the 2nd of January? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this range, C2 to C4, and find out in which position 28 is. So I want the match of it. So at what match is this in? So match returns the value 2 in this case. So 28, I'm looking for this 28 figure. And I'm looking for it in this array. That's the same array we had earlier. And then I want an exact match, number 0. So you can see it is in position number 2. So now what I want to return is what's in position number 2 in this adjacent array. And so I use the index for this. So out of this array, what is at position number 2? So I just need to format it now as a date. There we go, 2nd of January. So now if things change, the match changes and therefore the index changes. So the returning value changes. So if I change it again, the maximum changes. Therefore the match, the position, this is now number 3 among C2 to C4, that changes. And therefore the answer from the index, so what is the 3rd item in this date range, changes. So you can of course get it all into one big formula if you so wish. So index of B2 B4 by the match of the max of C2 to C4, C2 to C4 again, comma 0. You'll find there's some repetition in that, but that will give you, if I format that as date again, the answer in one fell swoop. But you don't need to do it as one big formula if you don't want to. You can break it down into these 3 individual formulas. And here's that formula again, translated into 15 different languages. Now, this is just one of the many topics that I talk about in my Expert Excel course. You can see here, look up data using the match function, look up data using the index function. And I translated these in the 15 languages that you've seen there. If you would like to have this 10-hour course, then you can use the link near this video, which will give it to you for just $10 US. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.